Well, let's talk more about all of this now with James Dorsey in Singapore. He is an adjunct senior fellow at the S. Rajaratnam School of International Studies. Thanks very much for being with us. So, if that poll is anything to go by, the tide is clearly turning against Donald Trump, with public anger growing over these ICE enforcement operations in Minnesota. Will this, do you think, force any kind of a rethink of the administration's policies?
I think what is clear is that what happened in Minnesota is hardening the already polarized lines between those that support Trump and those that oppose him. More importantly, while the vast majority of the Make America Great Again support base of Donald Trump endorses the anti-immigration policy, there are significant numbers in that camp who feel uncomfortable about the way this is being executed. And I think that is something that the president and the Trump administration as such is going to have to take into account.
Let's go back to what was mentioned earlier, which is the people are calling for an independent investigation here. Given the level of animosity, though, between federal and state officials over this, what are the chances of an independent investigation happening?
I wouldn't bet on it. I mean, this is clearly a president who doesn't necessarily abide by the spirit, or for that matter, the letter of the law. But having said that, the administration and the conservatives, as a matter of principle, have a problem, and that is that what you're seeing in Minnesota is a clash of various rights enshrined in the U.S. Constitution. So you have the First Amendment, which enshrines the right to freedom of expression. You have the Second Amendment, which enshrines the right to have a weapon. In the case of Minnesota, you're allowed to have the weapon on you and have that weapon concealed. It doesn't have to be out in the open. Other states mandate that it does have to be visible. And then you have the Fourth Amendment, which is the amendment that protects you against unreasonable search and warrants, for example. So the Republicans, in dealing with the issue in Minnesota, where all of these three rights are in conflict with one another, is going to be a very intricate problem and difficult to resolve.
In this age of mobile phones and social media, where we can get an almost instant picture of what happened, perhaps not a full picture at this point, given that we don't know everything that happened here, doesn't it make it more difficult for the government to put out a narrative that contradicts that? I mean, it's been said that we're being asked to not believe what we're seeing and hearing with our own eyes. We're seeing the footage from these mobile phones that completely contradicts what the government is putting out, but they don't seem too bothered by that.
Go back to the first Trump administration, where we had the concept of the alternative facts. In other words, part of the problem that you're seeing in the United States, but also in other polarized societies, that we no longer agree on what the facts are. In fact, we dispute what one party says are the facts, which increases the importance of an independent and a transparent investigation of what happened in Minnesota, and of course is the very reason why the Trump administration will not want to tolerate that.
Good to get your thoughts on this. James Dorsey joining us there from Singapore. Thank you.